Johannes, and I think I've been on quite a roll with my instructional, educational videos lately, raising some thoughts and discussion. I've been doing damn well. So I thought this time I would take a good, honest look at how you actually go about being an adult. Problem there is that I've actually got no fucking idea how you do that or what really qualifies as an adult at the end of the day. I mean, look at me. Why would I know that? So instead, I turned to the wonders of Twitter and, furry social media, and I used that as the research point for exactly how to be, grown up, the correct ways of going about and doing things. So yeah, you can already kind of expect where exactly this fucking video is going. And before I start, I suppose I should put up a little disclaimer. I used Twitter and social media as reference points for everything in this video, but I didn't use any one person specifically. So if you happen to think, oh, that's about this person, or even worse, you think, oh, he's taking shots at me, then I will refer to you to this song. Okay, did you get the message? Not everything is about you, you self-obsessed little fucking attention whore furries. There's so fucking many of you. So don't look at this shit and think, oh, that's because that's what I do, so obviously it's about me. Just because you might exhibit some of these behaviors doesn't mean that I targeted you directly. If you want me to target you directly, then I'll put a little fucking thing on Twitter and say, hey, who wants me to fucking target them and throw everything I've got at them? Of course, you people are such sadomasochists that I'm sure you'd be fucking up for it, for God's sake. Anyway, let's begin with this fucking video. Let's show exactly how you become a mature, rational, logical adult. Yes, obviously one of the major parts of being a logical and mature adult is the control of money, both earning it and spending it. But, obviously spending it is so much more fucking fun than earning it, so go absolutely wild. Seeing a lovely artist that's just opening up for commissions? Drop your entire paycheck to get that magical dragon dick. One of your favourite fursuit makers is finally opening up for full suit slots? Well, say goodbye to my savings, because I'm being a motherfucking tiger, bitch. Now, it doesn't matter how else you spend this money, as long as you're spending it on things that you like. It's got to be something that you actually want to spend it on. Things like rent and bills and medical expenses and, food. That shit doesn't matter, quite frankly, okay? Have you ever seen any of us go hungry? Have you ever seen any of us go homeless just because we bought a fursuit? It must be fine. Just keep buying the artwork you want. Keep buying all of the fucking new additions to your suit that you want. What's the worst that's gonna fucking happen? Things like rent and that's just throwing money away. You never see that money again. You spend it on what you want and you've got something for it. You spend it on a fucking house and, oh yeah, I'm still here. Nothing's changed. But at the end of the day, does it really count all that much? You've got a fursuit now, for fuck's sake. You matter to a bunch of animal-obsessed chronic masturbators on the internet. That's surely got to go for something a hell of a lot more than paying your fucking bills and earning a living, right? Hell, you find yourself in a position like that, that's exactly how life's supposed to be. But I suppose you have to kind of earn money somehow. It doesn't magically come out of nowhere. Not for everybody. But, how exactly do you even go about doing that? Why don't you, pick something that you like and just start earning money from it? How about that? Yeah, that works. Fuck it, that works. Let's say, for instance, you like playing video games. You've got a fetish for bullying 12-year-olds online by, circling their respawn point with frag grenades and making them have a fucking breakdown. Maybe just, quit your day job and just stream that shit instead, right? That's a fucking logical career move. That makes sense to somebody who hasn't, seriously lost the fucking plot. And don't worry about planning for it. Don't worry about, oh, is this actually going to work? Just quit your job, spend all of your money on your setup, get all of the games that you want, start streaming that shit, and I'm sure it'll pan out. Things like growing your audience and actually having a personality aren't really that important, are they? Hell, I've seen some of Corey Coyote's streams against my will, and he doesn't seem to have a fucking clue what he's doing, and he makes money off of it, so I'm sure anybody can go ahead and do this shit. Or maybe just go ahead and become a full-time artist. I can name so many amazing artists who earn a lot of money in this fandom. Not even joking. Some people really make that work, but I'm sure that the market isn't totally saturated. I'm sure there's room for more. I'm sure that, quitting your job and just saying, I've got MS Paint, so I can fucking do this shit. That's gonna work, right? Same thing applies to people who want to make fursuits. Do you know how to cut foam and cut fur? Well, there you go. You're instantly gonna be able to earn the right amount of income to completely live your life off of that business. Don't worry that places like, Blue Fox Fursuits have been doing this for a decade and have all the experience to, actually set themselves up as a credible business and live off of it full time. I mean, it's almost like they kind of worked for it and put in the effort and learnt and got better and, settled into it all. You don't need to worry about that, though. You just get the fast track. You can just be like, well, I'm going to make fursuits now. People are going to have to fucking buy them so I can live. That's just the way it's gonna work. And then, of course, once you're earning this bit of money, that slow trickle through from your commission work, then you can finally start spending it all again. Yay! And fill your life with things that distract from the crushing reality of how exactly empty your soul is. So another major point of being a, mature, rational adult is the ability to interact with your fellow freaks, humans. And I mean, there's fucking people everywhere, so you've got to know how to deal with them. And after going through on Twitter, I think it boils down to one of a couple of different things. First, we'll start off with how to make friends, okay? So you're going through Twitter, you find someone you like, and they've got their DMs open. Right, open up the DMs and just say, hi! That's it. Just wait for a response. Don't worry about finding something to talk about. That's their responsibility, okay? And of course, if they don't find something to talk about, they don't ask you how you are, they don't instantly become best friends with you, then obviously they're a shitty, horrible, terrible person, and they deserve to be called out in public about that, okay? So you fucking do that shit. You say, oh, I tried to be friends with this person, but their elitist popularity meant they wouldn't give me the time of day. I'm sure it's nothing about the fact that he didn't even see my message, or maybe he's got a job and so doesn't actually read those messages all the goddamn time, and he's actually busy. Obviously, you're correct in this matter, because who the fuck else is gonna be correct? It's always you. So you take this shit and you run that point home. And then there's also the ways that you interact with the friends you actually have, which can, range wildly from anywhere from, like, chill conversation to just full-on meme spam that gets more and more obscure until eventually you're all laughing at absolutely nothing and you're too scared to stop laughing just in case it makes it look like you don't really understand what's going on. Of course, conflict resolution is also a massive part of being a rational, sociable, logical adult, and finding a way to come to a peaceful resolution where everybody benefits is obviously the best way to go about this kind of thing, right? Of course it fucking isn't, but how would you go about getting into a fight and winning that fight anyway? I think for that we're gonna need to actually start a fight. Hello, my name's Artspus and I like paws.
Hello, my name's Aaron, and solely for the purposes of this video, I think Moors are better.
There we go, an age-old dispute, but how would you go about such a thing? Fuck you and your bullshit opinions.
Paws are for disgusting freaks who are just trying to rationalise their foot fetishes within the furry fandom.
Off to a good start there, doing very well to avoid seeing the other person's point of view. Also, using volume over logic is always a good fucking move. Why do we need to put one above the other? Surely we can all get along, you soul-sucking, miserable cunt.
Oh, I'm just stating my opinion. It's called freedom of speech, for fuck's sake.
Oh, and that's a lovely piece of stealing the moral high ground. And bonus points for the little insult at the end there. That's perfect example of exactly what kind of self-righteous little arsehole you have to be. Okay, everybody beware of this disgusting, more-loving pervert over here. Okay, he's harassing me and violating my opinions, and the whole world needs to change just to suit my terrible fucking behaviour because I can't deal with anything that differs from me.
Well, there's no need for that kind of thing, is there? I was just stating a point that I believe in.
And now we're taking things public, truly proving exactly how right you are and secure you are in your argument by inciting the masses and trying to get support. I'm sorry, who even are you? I mean, you have like next to no followers, and compare that to me, I'm fucking huge, so maybe you should just back down now, sweetheart.
Okay, maybe I should have phrased things a little bit better and I should have taken other people's viewpoints into consideration. I can only apologise for that, I'm sorry. I'll do my best to make sure I don't do that sort of shit again in the future.
You see, now you have the fucker reeling. Now you've got to go in for the kill. This is exactly the kind of toxic fucker we do not want in this fandom. He attacked me, he harassed me, he bullied me, and now I'm going to have to block him. He's ruined my entire fucking day, and I think he should be exiled from absolutely everywhere now.
But wait, you can't just...
Perfect! Now you can totally avoid the situation and pretend that it wasn't your shitty behaviour that started off this entire thing in the first place. How dare that little shit come to your page and start bullshit like that? You are perfectly in your rights to prove exactly how welcoming and accepting our community is by booting the fucker off your page, banning him for life, and then desperately trying to make sure everybody else does the same thing. And yeah, you've got those enablers on your side, which means you can do that. And it will also mean that shitty behaviour spreads further down the line and affects the entire community. You're changing the world for the better, right? Okay, this is a bit of a foreign concept to me. I had to look into this a bit. So apparently, like, humans go out and do the sort of shit that, like, richer humans don't want to do. And then the richer humans get all of the profit from it and pay them something stupid like £8 an hour to do that shit whilst they make like millions a year. I don't quite understand why anybody would do that, but that's apparently a thing that happens, and they call that having a job. Because that just seems so incredibly fucking backwards and illogical to me. But then again, these humans are pretty much fucking sheep these days, and us smart collies, we specialise in herding these sheep onto better pastures and also away from things that kill them. It's apparently getting these jobs is actually quite vital, and I think they must be like limited edition or like pre-order bonus or something, because no one can fucking get one these days. They're like rare as fuck. Now, the most important thing about one of these job things is that you make it fit around you. Don't go changing anything for them, okay? Make sure you can still do all the fun stuff you want. You're working in retail and all your friends meet up on a Saturday, then fuck the job. I'm going to go meet up with my friends instead. I'm sure they won't mind. I'm sure, you know, a busy shop on a Saturday can do without a member of staff for a while. Uniform policy says you're not allowed to wear your fucking tail and ears, but that is not the job for you now, is it? Skip on out of that fucking place and find somewhere that's a little bit more enabling. And hey, if you don't even want to work all that much, then just stick to your 16 hours a week, your bare minimum contract. Don't do any overtime. Don't actually try and earn more money, and just scrape by. I mean, as long as you're still surviving, that's better than nothing, right? And if you do spend too much money, that's what bank overdrafts are for. Sure, it won't ruin your credit rating. I'm sure it won't completely fuck off any chance you'll ever have of, you know, owning a house or something. It's fine. Just think about the short term. Just keep thinking about the short term, and you'll be absolutely A-okay for now. And then, you know, future you can worry about the future when it arrives. And who knows when that's going to be anyway. Of course, once you do have this job, you need to maintain the job as well. You have to keep turning up. You have to keep acting the right way. And you've kind of got to decide whether you're going to hide yourself from them or not. Who cares that it's an office block, for God's sake? You go wandering around that place with your pride shirts on. That's absolutely fine these days. Absolutely fine. Of course, if you keep your bad dragon fucking lanyard on at the same time, people are probably going to start asking questions. And if your professional Facebook account accidentally links to your E621 page, then maybe you're going to have to deal with some shit. But then again, it's parts of your personality that the workplace has to adapt to, right? I mean, so what if you want to dress up as a giant bear and just get absolutely shafted by otters? That's your business, and the job's just going to have to take with that, aren't they? Sure, it won't do you out of a promotion. I'm sure people will still take you seriously. You know, it's absolutely fine. You've got to twist the job around you. At least, that's what I'm seeing here on Twitter, at least. Oh, correction. That person doesn't have a job anymore. Okay, skip that shit. Shit, let's check the other research I've done. So there we have it. Those are the 3 points that I learned from Twitter on how to act. If you actually think that these are a good thing, then please give me your address. I'm going to be sending some people around to re-educate you with the electric, because Jesus Christ. Like, this is like the biggest sign that like humanity is devolving, and it's infecting the furries now as well. And obviously, for the benefit of those who are thick as pig shit and don't fully understand the concept of satire, I thought I would explain that please don't actually do this shit. I was taking the piss out of it for the bants, basically. Please don't treat this as an honest-to-God instructional. We've got enough people doing this bullshit online already, okay? Like, can we just move forwards and just like, oh, look, yep, he's made some vital points there. That's kind of funny. That's a good video. Please don't start using me as a fucking reference point to how to live your life, because, of course, look at me. You think I know how to live my fucking life?